From when I was young, I have been in search of cultivation practices. I used to read a lot of books, but I was not satisfied.
So much pressure with work, so many last minute things that come in.
Every day, my heart is filled with joy. I want to say everyone, I got something and I want to tell others, why don't you practice and see this?
My name is Archana and I'm a housewife. I live in Mumbai. नमस्कार, आप लोगों का स्वागत है फालून दाफा के इंट्रोडक्टरी वर्कशॉप में. My husband is an engineer and I have 2 sons. आपको फालून दाफा के बारे में बताऊं.
My name is Rajiv Kumar and I'm an electronic engineer. I supported my wife Archana, who was very keen to introduce Falun Dafa to millions of people. So she had a dream to reach so many people in India. Especially in the COVID period, people are afraid and they are really thinking about how to improve their immunity. This is what we really want. We want people to be healthier and happier.
फालून दाफा, जिसे फालून गोंग भी कहा जाता है, यह मन और शरीर का एक प्राचीन साधना अभ्यास है जो आज 100 से भी अधिक देशों में लोकप्रिय है.
Initially, a few people attended, like 5-6 people, then slowly it increased.
यह मन और शरीर का एक प्राचीन साधना अभ्यास है. तो हम मन
Now the webinar is conducted in 5 languages. In last 2.5 years, more than 20,000 people have attended the webinars.
Before Falun Dafa, I was very grumpy. I want everything under my control. My kids, my husband, my house, my family, my surroundings, everything should be according to me. We were staying in Delhi and my husband started this practice with his brother. Gradually, I saw a lot of change in him. We used to have argument, so nobody steps back. So it's like we will not talk to each other for a day or two. But after reading this book, I saw a lot of change in his behavior. Whenever there is an argument, he takes a step back and he says, it's okay. So that was all actually very difficult for me, because if I am angry, you have to argue with me. That things have to be finalized, ki this is wrong, you have to argue with me. So he says, no, it's okay.
So slowly she also became interested and she learned the exercises and read the books about Falun Dafa, and then she also felt changes in her. Her health improved. I noticed that her nature became more amicable, more calm. Regarding my job at the workplace, I've seen it many times that if boss's mood is not so great and he shouts at someone, manager, then manager further shouts back at his juniors. So sometime I also used to be like that. Not exactly, but something like that. But after practicing it, I realized that I should take a step back. Even if boss says something, then I should reflect. I should give it some space to it. So I found that whatever he gave to me, it dissipated. It had no effect. So I don't have to pass it back to someone else or give it back to my boss.
Good evening, everyone. Namaste. My name is Bharat. I am 32-year-old. I'm from Bangalore. I currently am in the marketing and sales profession. So it's been about 1.5 to 2 years now since I have been regularly conducting the English webinar every Sunday in India. There are my fellow practitioners who do in Hindi, Kannada, Bengali and Marathi. So the teachings of Falun Dafa revolve around the principles of truthfulness, compassion and forbearance. Falun Dafa teaches that these are the three core principles of the whole universe.
Golden monkey splitting its body. Stretch. Relax. Both hands pressed together.
And it is a cliche in society that you cannot sell without lying. And I had just obtained the FA. It was 1 or 2 years. I had started following those principles. My first boss used to be very wild with me. He used to tell me that if you do not lie, you cannot sell. After a lot of arguments, I was able to convince my boss to let me follow my own method. And if results do not come, then I will start following the method that he is teaching me. And I was very honest in my entire sales approach. I never lied to my clients. I achieved about 130% of my target. And my boss was also very happy.
Exercise 1.
I would request all of you to turn on your videos and do the exercises along with us. You can see Chitra Devnani's video on your screen.
Good afternoon and namaste to everyone. Oh, it's nice to see many cameras on today. And so we're just going to practice the first exercise.
My name is Chitra. I'm from Bangalore. I started practicing in 2001. After the first cesarean, I had this post-pregnancy complication. I was suffering from severe back problem. I could hardly walk. My father-in-law just took me to the hospital, and the hospital diagnosed that I have a slip disc problem. And they say you have to put the belt, or maybe, sometimes they say it's good to have a surgery. At that time, I just need to rest. So I rest for 21 days and I still didn't get over the problem. Somebody told me, why don't you try yoga? I really tried, and then the yoga master said, oh, this is not for you because my pain aggravated more. So I tried various things. I just started practicing alternative medicine, acupressure, acupuncture and everything. And I see, at that time it is a little okay, but again my pain starts. I just came across a practitioner who came and just demonstrate the exercises during the course. And when she just did the first exercise, I felt, that I really need to do this. And I tried doing the exercise, and miraculously, I felt so light in my body. And then I just feel, like there's something that I was looking for and I got. And we just imitated the exercises for 1 week. It felt so good that I just want to continue. And then I realized there's no more pain, it just went away.
Now we are open to questions and answers. Even if you want to share an experience about what you felt while learning the exercises, we would be more than happy to learn about your experiences.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Yeah, so when Chitra ma'am started the exercises, I literally felt like my nostrils are opening up.
Okay.
When we were doing the movements, the standing exercises itself, I felt like both my nostrils were opening
Wonderful.
up. So that was the first sign for me. My palms started heating up. I started getting tingling on my lips, on my abdomen as well.
Very nice. That's a very nice experience. It is applause.
Hi everyone. It was a really good session for me. Just to share with you, and what I did today was really, I felt
The general feedback of people after they have learned about what Falun Dafa is and learning the exercises is that they felt very energetic. And in terms of questions that they ask, I think most of them are surprised that something so good as this is totally free of cost.
I got the practice from a college stage as a son, as a student, and now married as a father, right? And also at office, I have a higher responsibility. So for a man who has taken different roles and different responsibilities, sometimes you stumble. But whenever I stumble, I always get an answer.
We stay trapped in situations in our life which are based on our desires and our greed. And if we can just understand it, overcome them, life is really, really not difficult.
Falun Dafa helped me to get a peace of mind. I have so much stress and anxiety and tension in my life. Even though I study very well in my class, I used to be very tensed while attending the exams. After studying Falun Dafa, I become more calmer. I understood everybody has a life journey. When the time comes, what's supposed to happen to our life, it will come naturally. So I was taking life as it unfolds.
There is still so much goodness in the world, and through truthfulness, compassion and tolerance, we can inculcate in our own lives and spread it to others. Give them also the benefit of practicing Falun Gong.